Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Duplex Built to Rent. I'm going to explain to you why you need to have one or two or three just basic laborers as part of your crew, part of your team when it comes to building new construction projects. Hey, guys, my name is Juan Cristales. I'm a full-time real estate investor, and we are building duplexes ground up in the Texas market. And this is where you're going to find out how to do that done here. Now, check this out. Right now, I'm going to go through three different projects that we have going on, and I'm going to show you the different stages and kind of everything that we are dealing with right now. First of all, we are at the stage where we have passed the inspection for the insulation here at this one, and we have to buy these 12-foot, 4 by 12 feet pieces of sheetrock, and this stuff is very, very heavy, very, very long stuff, and we ordered 240 sheets of this stuff to be installed into one of the houses. The challenge is that the Home Depot is the person that, or the company that we order the material from. They just come in and drop it off in a forklift, and someone has to physically break these down because they come in pairs inside of the actual duplex itself. And that, my friends, is very, very back-breaking, difficult work, and sometimes you just need just basic laborers to do this stuff. So what these guys are going to do, they're going to take the sheets, the 12-foot sheets from the outside and just bring them in and start staging them on the inside of the project. So as you can see here in the background, we have some sheetrock stacked up in the back over there. We have some here up against the wall. I'm going to show you a few more pictures where we have more sheetrock. You can see it right here. And that is basically going to be in there. So the guys that actually hang the sheetrock, they want these 12 foot pieces, I should say. And the reason they want that is because it's a lot less work for them, right? They're putting up one sheet at a time. They're covering up a big span of the area when they do that. Then here we go. We have some more stuff here. I'm not sure why that happened like that. There it is. And so anyway, it's a lot of work. It takes one person an entire day. It takes two people probably a half day to bring in all of these pieces of sheetrock. And here's what I'm telling you guys here is that they come in pairs of two. For one person to pull or to carry two of them at once is very, very difficult. This stuff is going to be very heavy, probably 100 pounds. I'm not exactly sure how much, but at the end of the day, we can probably look it up on Google and figure out how much each sheet weighs. Now, we're at this stage, we're going to be doing the sheetrock stage. This is the stuff that everyone sees, so you have to spend the time and the money on being able to do it correctly, because this is all of the aesthetics. And I repeat this over and over again every single time we go through this stage, is because if people come into your property and they look at the sheetrock and the sheetrock has been done poorly, they're going to automatically assume that the electrical has been done poorly, that the air conditioning has been done poorly, that all the other stuff has also been done poorly. So you have to be very careful to ensure that you get good quality contractors to do this for you. Now, here we are at the other one. This one is much further along. We are now at the painting phase of the exterior. We like to wait until the sod is in, because that keeps us from having to paint it more than one time. So I like doing this like bow tie look here. The entrance is all white, and then we have the two-tone on the exterior. As you can see here, the window around the trim is one color. The window right on the edge is a different color than the other one. And we're going to put some shutters here as well. You'll see that. And it's going to have that pine look to it. It's going to contrast really, really well. And it's also going to help us with the appraisal. It's not a whole lot more money to actually put the shutters on these things. And it really does help out and makes it look great. We had an issue. So as soon as I walk into this property, I notice that there's water kind of pooling here, and I can hear it, right? Because I have an ear for it now, and I hear the dripping, and I don't know exactly what's going on. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video of what actually happened. So we have a problem. Hello, Texas. We got a problem right here. Now, check this out. This line here, you're like, what is this? Well, first of all, this one here that's capped off is the wastewater. This is the wastewater for the sink. So we're inside of the sink in the hall bathroom, okay? And this one is capped off because it's not being used right now. The clean water lines are going to be over here, the PEX, the red and the blue. I thought at first that maybe one of those had got popped or something broke or something like that, but it wasn't the case. And there's this little small half-inch line right here that is dripping out water, and I'm trying to figure out why. And so basically, we started cleaning it up. We put some cardboard on there to kind of soak up some of the water. I have a dehumidifier that I normally have with me everywhere I go. Not everywhere I go, but I just bought one. It was like 150 bucks many, many years ago, and I've used it lots of times. And you see there, all the water right there is just basically collecting. So here's what happened. The air conditioning guys connected the machine, they turned on the machine, and the machine is supposed to run, right? And there's always condensation that comes out of the machine. But normally, what happens is whenever this gets done, the plumber is at a point where he has already connected. You'll have a P trap here, right? This P trap goes up to the sink for all of the wastewater that comes out, right? And so the plumber, what he does is just takes this line and connects it in there so that any water that comes through will automatically just go out this way, all right? That had not been done yet because we just haven't connected. The sinks are in, but the sinks had not been connected. We don't have faucets in yet as well, so we're not at that stage. And I basically just made the mistake of not communicating that. Now, the master license air conditioning guy should have checked. They probably should have checked it. They did not check it. And so now we have this problem, but not a big deal. We'll get this cleaned up. The dehumidifier really works out quite a bit and it works really well. So we'll get that completely cleaned up. We'll keep an eye on it. But for the meantime, we just shut off all the breakers for the air conditioning system. I sent a message to the plumber. I sent a message to the air conditioning guy to make sure that we get this taken care of. And we should be taking care of it tomorrow, Monday. All right, guys, that is all the updates that we have. Remember, you need someone to kind of go in and check on your units. You should be going to them on a regular basis, at least 2 to 3 times per week, especially when you don't have workers there to double check on stuff like this. And I'm telling you, with like 10 hours a week, should be plenty of time for you to put forth the energy and effort to make sure that your duplex gets done all the way through. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.